All right, guys, we're gonna move into game of the week next.
And Breakout player.
Yeah, well, game of the week first. We're gonna do that. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first, right?
Go
Since
first?
it's going to happen first anyways.
Yeah.
I got Bucks Packers for that game of the week.
Yeah, we're doing one or the other.
Yeah, it's one or the other, right?
So,
I
wonder which one I'm gonna do.
Oh man, I got Bucks Packers. I don't know. To me, this is like what's the way of putting this? You're looking at the conference championships right now, and it's like it's the end of one era to me and the beginning of another facing off.
What do you mean?
Like Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes is the beginning of that group.
Two cowboys running out from the sunset.
Yeah.
And two guys just showing up to the party.
Yeah, right. Something like that. And like to me, I think this is gonna be like it's not even gonna be like a football game. It's gonna be a battle, right? This is gonna be a battle led by Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, and I am so excited to watch that.
You want to know what I think?
This is gonna be literally watching the guys who've been here for 2 decades, like just go at it.
Well, we're both 2000 babies, so we grew up with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, and,
Yeah.
Ben and Joe Flacco.
These are the guys.
So this is kind of like, it's kind of sad because my dad talked about it too to me. He was like I watched me and Joe Green retire. I watched all those guys retire. I grew up with those guys. He grew up with Joe Montana.
Yeah.
So he's like, I watched those guys go, and it was pretty weird because you're almost like, what's next? And my dad was like, people come and go. Like, you just get used to it.
For us, what's next is on the other side of the conference.
Yeah, legit. We're like, oh my god. But
this is a game that'll last memories for me.
It's really weird because my dad, I didn't think my dad was right until I started seeing it. Like, I'm watching Drew Brees retire. I'm watching Phillip Rivers retire today.
Today.
It just happened. Oh. So I'm about to watch Tom Brady leave.
As much as I shit on him for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
He was pretty good. And he was a great...
I mean, I still shit on him.
He was a great smack talker. So
yeah.
It's just weird because, you watch like the TikToks or whatever and all the... they put like... When I See You Again on, like... like they have the soundtrack going.
And you start crying.
And you're like, wow.
Just me?
No, I think that might just be you. But you just like, you feel it like in your gut. You're like, I can't believe it's over. It's like saying goodbye to an ex or something. You're like, because you love watching football. You love watching those guys play, even if they were on the other team.
Do you like watching your exes?
But it's just weird because we're about to watch these two guys. Perhaps not Aaron Rodgers. He probably has some years left for someone other than Green Bay.
We were just talking about it though. Like, this is the year for Aaron Rodgers, right? He wants this year.
Yeah, but he's gonna play more after it.
He's gonna play more, but it's not the same.
Oh, he'll go to a different team. I think Green Bay's gonna get rid of him. We'll talk about that another episode.
Yeah. Next off-season.
Off-season. But yeah, it's weird to me. I think Tom Brady is going to ride off into the sunset right now, though. If he wins, I think he comes back.
I think he comes back regardless. He committed to 45, and unless some accident happens, which I pray not, or he gets injured, I think he's playing till 45.
Yeah.
I doubted that from the year he turned 40 when he first said it, and I've been only proven wrong as the years go on.
Yeah, we always we said he was done at 38.
Then he won.
Legit, and then he won again,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that this is perhaps a better game, the one that you picked for the game of the week. I think it's going to be very exciting, but I think there's a very good chance that the Buccaneers just roll over them. Like, I think that there's a very, very good chance that Tom Brady and the Bucs are just like, yeah, good try. But I think that the Packers need to put on a little bit of a show, at least pretend that they want to be there. It's like the Browns, you say you're supposed to be there, act like it. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers.
The difference is it's Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
And the Packers have been saying it for years, though. It's the same thing.
True.
They're like, we're
Packers
supposed to be
fans
here.
especially.
We're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
We're one of the best teams in the NFL. We have Aaron Rodgers. Then win, legit, dude, win. Like, you haven't won an NFC championship game, and I actually don't think since 2010. They haven't been to another one, right? That dynasty they were supposed to have fell apart in a year and a half. They lost Jordy Nelson. They lost Clay Matthews. They lost Nick Perry.
Jordy
they lost
Nelson,
Charles Woodson. It was over. Charles Woodson went back to the Raiders, and they're like, well, we give up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, act like it. My big thing for them is act like you're supposed to be there. Win the game. So
at least put in 100%, right? You've been doing it all regular season. Do it this game.
Well, not all regular season. When they played the Buccaneers, they didn't show up.
Most of the regular season.
So
you know what I say when I say all.
Yeah, like just you don't even. I don't. They're gonna give it 100% to professionals, I think, but you can't lay an egg. in this game.
You really
you need to show up and like make it a game and win. If you're Aaron Rodgers, you need to win. This is big for him. I think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer no matter what.
But
this puts him in the category as like one of the best ever.
I would agree with that. If he wins,
if he doesn't, then he's another Steve Young. Congrats.
Yeah.
Have fun. See you in the Hall of Fame. It was fun to watch you. But this puts you in Tom Brady.
But this is like, when people go back and remember quarterbacks.
It'll be like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, maybe, if you want to put him in there. Brett Favre didn't. I mean,
kind of Brett Favre.
I say kind of Brett Favre, and Packers fans would be like, of course Brett Favre. Brett Favre, come on. But I'm picking Chiefs Bills. Surprise, surprise. I don't know if you guys could guess that, but I already said it. Quarterback clash of the new era. You said it. Two guys showing up.
Well, think about it like this, because we just had this is Brady's first year in the NFC rather than the AFC.
Yeah,
and we obviously not Patriots fans, just had 2 decades of Tom Brady.
Yeah,
this matchup to me is like, okay, who's the next 2 decades?
No,
right? Not to that
There's
extent.
never gonna be another 2 decades.
No, but like these guys are that caliber.
Yeah,
right. I'm looking at these guys, and it's definitely not gonna be as long as Tom Brady, but like one of these guys is, if not both, is dominating the AFC for the next decade.
You know how the Steelers ruled the NFL for the 70s, and then the 49ers, the 49ers in the 80s, and the Cowboys in the 90s, and then the Patriots from 2000 forward.
Except 2012.
Yeah. And 2011. I mean, there are hiccups here and there, but it's been...
I'm just kidding. Continue.
So, my big thing is, who's going to rule the 2020s?
It's one of these 2 guys.
Yeah.
Hands down.
You're right. I think so. I think it's going to be the Chiefs, though. I think the Bills might win this one.
I think they're like,
it could happen.
Agreed. It's a fierce competitor, right?
It might be back and forth, but I think the Chiefs are going to win like 3 or 4 Super Bowls in the next 10 years, and then there's going to be like the oddball,
Yeah.
Oh hey, a Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. I'm kidding. Cincinnati Bengals maybe with these are young guys who we can legit bet on in the future.
Okay. Okay.
It feels
Jets,
good.
Imagine.
No, I literally don't want to.
Sam Darnold.
That'd be
There's
scary.
so many young guys. In the
So,
AFC.
like, there are things we have to be prepared for in the future. Like, maybe a Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. He's 42. And he found his way. And Pat Mahomes tore his ACL, so they're playing the Steelers, or they're playing some team with
the Bills.
The Bill. Well, no, the Bills would be good. They had Josh Allen would
you're
beat
saying
them.
someone... Oh, okay.
Like the Steelers played the Seahawks with Matt Hasselbeck in 2005, right? Come on. Like, that's the one. And Ben was, like, 24 years old. Remember?
Yes, I do.
So... that's what the kind of game I'm talking about. There's the oddball, but that generation's still going to be ruled by the Chiefs or the Bills.
That 1 year with Peyton Manning and Cam Newton.
Oh.
Weirdest thing ever.
Right? And it was the 50th,
but it happened.
50th
It happened
Super Bowl.
recently.
And the Broncos won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
People forget that.
They won a Super Bowl.
And
they just gone.
Haven't made the playoffs since.
Yeah, I know.
How nuts is that?
Well, because,
Peyton neither have the Panthers.
Yeah. That's like one of those games where they're just right in there.
So cool. NFL's so fickle. I love it. Like, that doesn't happen in the NBA.
No, it doesn't. It's always the same 3 teams.
It's awesome.
Or 6 teams, whatever. Just the same teams in the finals.
The NFL is so unpredictable. It's my favorite thing.
Well, because unlike the NBA, like if you're the superior team, what are the odds you win 4 of the 7 games?
Oh yeah, very high.
Versus the NFL, you got 1 chance.
Yeah, like it's happened a few times. Like the Mavericks against the Heat or whatever. But whatever. Well, back to this game, I think it's the AFC elite for many years to come. We're just reiterating. I talked about which defense will play better. And in my opinion, whoever wins this game is the Super Bowl favorite, regardless of who they play, even if it's Brady.
I think the favorite.
But you want to know what's crazy?
Not necessarily my prediction.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The Super Bowl's in Tampa.
That's.
So.
Think
that
Tom
plays.
can get his tickets.
We have a friend. He lives in Tampa. He might. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
We might be filming from there. No.
Well, act like we would go down to Tampa right now.
Yeah, that'd be
in the
sick.
middle of coronavirus.
Oh.
I mean, you're
like, yeah,
that'd be so cool.
I completely forgot about it for like a solid minute.
Yeah, but
I might still do it.
Instead of let's not give anyone ideas.
Yeah, that's true.
But instead of me just reiterating the same points that I've said back and forth now, let me tell you my breakout player for this game. Poyer and Hyde. I have 2. It's the safeties for the Bills. So I talked about the defense, and I talked about how you can't stop the Chiefs, but you can slow them down. So I'm going to call these guys the cleanup crew this week.
Okay.
The late night service. They're going to take care of whatever the guys left over. They have to be on their A game. They're going to be showing help on Cheetah. They're going to have to be covering Travis Kelce in man situations. They're going to have to show support in the run game, and they're going to have to be reading the stupid little screenplays that Andy Reid likes to throw at you, you know? So if they play well, the defense feeds off of them.
All right.
And they kind of put together a, kind of a winning strategy for that team. They play with they're high energy guys, both of them. Might not be the most skilled, but they're high energy.
They are. No, they are. They come onto the field and they put in the 100% of their effort every time.
They're the hard hat guy too. They're like we're the dogs. We're the back end. They take pride in it. So cleanup crew all day for me. I think that I think if they do their jobs well, it kind of makes it easier for everyone else on defense. Tre'Davious White has to be a
on point.
Stud.
He has to play his best again.
Well, he's going to be following Cheetah, which is kind of weird because they're obviously going to have a safety over the top.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to have Poyer in the box, hide up top. Poyer's going to be reading whatever. When they're in man situations, they're going to have him on Kelce. When they're in zone situations, he's going to be following Mahomes. And, it's going to be really interesting, I think. So those two are very important to this game. They're the most important, actually. So that's my pick. What do you got?
So, yeah, we completely forgot to talk about mine when we were talking about the Bucs and Packers. But I've got Devin White. I've got Lavonte David.
Both of them?
Both of them.
So the linebacking core.
The linebacking core. Because that's when it comes down to it, that's how you beat Aaron Rodgers. If you have a stellar linebacking core who knows how to play the game.
Middle of the field,
right? As long as your safeties are doing their job and just staying back there, and just watching for the deep ball.
And last week, how well the corners played against Michael Thomas.
Right. They need to do that again. But my big thing is you need to make sure that they get as little pressure as possible by just dominating.
And how much of a dog is Devin White?
Devin White's a beast.
We're gonna put some clips. We're gonna put some clips in this.
Hands down. And now.
Yeah, he is. Just the way he talks, how much he loves the game. I follow him on Instagram ever since he got drafted because when we were in that draft, it was are the Steelers going to get Devin White or Devin Bush? Because we're trading up to get one of them.
Yeah.
We got Bush. I like him.
Devin Bush is still good, but Devin
White out of LSU, you want Patrick Queen to be him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
this
exactly
guy,
true.
Motor, love for the game, intelligence, everything. Luke Kuechly, same thing. Legit same guy, except he talks a little bit more smack than Luke.
That's true.
But
Luke is just super humble, right?
This guy, you follow him on Instagram, he says all these things. He's just he's like Phillip Rivers on defense. He's like, I'm about to seal this game right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he is such a dog. So I think you're right. His A game is very scary for any opposing quarterback. And Lavonte David has been in this league for so long, so I think it's something similar. Whereas if he just plays his game and he plays his game, it can be scary for anyone they're going up against. Not to mention Shaq Barrett off the edge.
Oh,
He's
no,
back.
yeah. That that line is whole.
They got Vita Vea back. He came back off of his torn pec injury or whatever.
Yep.
He's one of the best run stuffers in the NFL.
When he's healthy.
And he's healthy.
He's healthy. That's fair.
So I think that, it's wicked scary for Aaron Rodgers. I hope he wins because I don't want Brady to win. I think it'd be cool if he plays at home in Tampa in the Super Bowl and Mahomes beats him. Or Josh Allen, but yeah, you're right. Devin White and Lavonte David. That's a great pick. I think those guys needs to really come to play.
Between Aaron Jones and
Tanyan, or the other
Tanyan, Tanyan
the line
well.
or the tight end.
Yeah, because Tanyan's been playing well as well. Between those two guys, right? If you seal off those two guys, not seal, but if you limit them significantly, which is Devin White's job, right? That's his job this game. That's huge. That's huge. While they may not. Well, I mean, it's hard to be the top contributor when you have, one of the best wide receivers.
Do you want to just throw Devin White clips over this?
That's what I'm doing all the time.
I just can't stop thinking about it. He just he flies through the middle. I'm just thinking about Aaron Jones trying to get through a hole and Devin White just
is just there, right? He's just I picture the line ready and there's a hole and Aaron Rodgers sees it and then Devin White just appears.
Yes, you've seen him many times before. So, but yeah, you're right. If he takes away those two guys.
Right, if Lavonte David and Devin White just cover those two guys.
Well, like I said, the safeties are going to be coming up too.
Yeah, that's why I'm not
Yeah. Well, they don't have a safety that they can move around a lot. Oh, Antoine Winfield Jr., the kid they drafted.
That's right.
He was one of the runner-ups for Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I think they can move him around in the box a little bit too.
I agree.
So yeah, all right. I think that's all for us this week, guys.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week.
Catch us for the Super Bowl,
baby. All right, catch ya.